Well, hello and welcome to glennzb TV for Thursday, the show that puts glennzb up your Periscope. I'm bringing New Zealand to the world and the world to New Zealand. This morning, I'm sorry it's a bit late. Sorry today's glennzb TV is a bit late. Had a mass shooting in the United States. I know that happens most days, but I'm just saying, you know, this one got in the way. And I had to go and actually do a real job instead of spending quality time with you, which I'd much rather do. Wouldn't miss it for the world. That's why I'm here now. Anyway, let's get your recommended daily allowance of glennzb TV, but also of hepatitis A. Yes, it turns out we have been drinking hepatitis A in our smoothies when we've been putting our frozen berries from unknown sources in there. Not to mention our sauces, if we're making sauces out of frozen berries as well. And it poses the question, what is the recommended daily allowance of hepatitis A? How much do we need? I know that berries are full of antioxidants, so they fight cancer, and that's why we're having them in the first place. So presumably the positive effects of the antioxidants outweigh the negative effects of the hepatitis A to a degree. Just wondered, what's the percentage of hepatitis A in our smoothie? How much smoothie should we have in there? Should we be drinking hepatitis A only smoothies? Should we be mixing it up a little bit? I'm not sure. I'll get back to you. I think it's a new area. All the flash cafes and Ponsonby all know all about it. The hepatitis shakes. Big news story of the day is that Lower Hutt retailers have given the Hutt City Council a headache over the position of a new bus stop. This is an actual news story in one of our bulletins today. Police, NZ Bus and the Greater Wellington Regional Council all agreed on a spot on Margaret Street, but unfortunately the Mayor has said that they've had to reconsider their options because retailers, described in this article as passionate retailers, they're worried about the effect the new bus stop will have on their business. Massive story. Do they not want the business of people who get off buses that like car travelling business? I mean, customers are going to ride literally by the busload. I think there's a lot more to that story, and I hope to bring you further details as they break. I've got the police charge of the week, also another one of our stories here. You would have been aware if you're in New Zealand, perhaps not so much in the rest of the world, that a TV host named Heather du Plessis-Allen, in brackets Soper, she bought a gun illegally to show everybody how easy it was to buy a gun illegally. And then it turns out that buying a gun illegally is against the law. But the actual charge she may be facing here is the illegal purchase of a firearm by deception. That's a cool charge. Come on. That's right. I'm not just buying it illegally, but if you look, I've got nothing up this sleeve, but here's a gun! Buying the illegal purchase of a firearm by deception. That's gangster. That's real gangster, that is. I'm going to finish up with more magic tricks. We've got an invisible moustache off. That's right. I've just sort of noticed, because it's hard to notice an invisible moustache unless you're really looking. And obviously, we've talked about this guy's invisible moustache at length. Like, why doesn't he just give up? Bashar al-Assad, not only are you ruining Syria, but you can't do a decent moustache. I mean, we're well into December. He's had all of November to grow that, and that's still the best he can do. And yet, a guy whose moustache is so invisible that I didn't even realise that he had one until I saw him on telly today. That's right, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, President of Turkey. See, if you look at it from that far away, no moustache. But if you look close up, moustache. And I think he's got an excuse. I think Bashar al-Assad, I don't think he's actually capable of growing a moustache. I just don't think he's got the testosterone. I don't think he's got the hormones for it. This guy, he's got one, But he's got the unfortunate predicament that the moustache has gone grey before the rest of him has. And that's what makes it look invisible. They're kind of like my eyebrows. See, I've got invisible eyebrows. You notice the facial hair, pretty visible. Even this stuff, kind of visible. But these, see-through. I don't know what that's about. Maybe I should be the leader of a country in the Middle East. Anyway, that was the very late GlennZB TV for Thursday. Thank you so much for having me. Up your Periscope. I'll try and be on time for you tomorrow.